Hi guys, today I have a battle for you in my Tier 10 U.S. battleship, the Mighty Montana. I am divvied up with Oni the Wicked. This was a game, I do believe this was his last game of the stream on Monday. But I just, I love playing the ship and I love showcasing the ship, and it just seems like everything went right for me. Enemy makes some what I some mistakes. I do make some mistakes. Now I do believe that this ship is completely set up for survivability. Is why I'm running legendary mod instead of concealment. It really just beyond nerfs any sort of flood on me, and fires aren't too much of a problem. Now when the guy pointed out, all the smoke stuff, I looked at the the team lineup again. I'm like, my God, every cruiser except for their poor Des Moines has smoke. Now, luckily for me, there's only two destroyers. The other thing was I didn't even realize or notice that Notzer was in the game. So of course we've got to be careful of his div, while they have to be careful of our div. Now I'm trying to hold my shot until maybe a cruiser, but of course without concealment, I'm detected. So you know what? Might as well just take a crack at the Thunder. I'm not going extremely fast. This is long range for both of us, so you know what? It's not going to take much for us to avoid shells. I completely missed, and you know what? Right as I shot, the Des Moines popped up. I'm like, I really wish I had those shots back to maybe punish this Des Moines. Now, of course, I want to get rid of the DM as fast as possible. And I see the Yamato, I see the Thunderer, but I'm still aimed up on the Des Moines. I'm like, you know what? I should be able to still punish him. Looks like he might run into the Thunderer. And this is when I noticed the smoke cloud. I'm like, oh, great. I do about 5k to the Des Moines. You know what? You got to get rid of him because of his radar. Want to keep our DDs alive as long as possible because they could potentially spot these things in smoke. I decide to make the turn out. I also asked Oni for radar. I'm like, hey man, there's gearing right here. Do you think you can pop your radar? And, of course, he obliged. I think a nasty hit from the Yamato. It could have been a lot worse. Luckily for me, I don't believe the gearing sent torpedoes. Of course, I'm calling for everybody to shoot him. And now I really want to kind of just put some distance and get behind the island here because he really won't be able to torp me if he didn't already send torps because I've got the island blocking any sort of good angles. Notice Yamato kind of going slow, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take a crack at the bow. Hopefully those will go in by the guns. And now I'm starting to set up to make what is usually a death sentence for the team is to push up the one line. Now, my hopes, in all honesty, was the Thunderer was going this way. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure the Thunderer doesn't come down the one line unopposed, and, nobody's scared to punish him. I'm going to take a crack at him, but what I'm really hoping for right now is I want to push up a little bit and then cut back in by the island. I'm just looking as I get a double citadel on the Thunder, and I go, oh, that guy's not too happy with me. But I'm hoping the other guys are going to push up from where they are on the other side of the island that I'm at, and push forward. Like I said, I'm just kind of trying to make sure that the Thunderer doesn't push down here alone as I get another double citadel on something and really punished the Des Moines. I noticed shells coming in. So, you know what? Turn in, angle up, let him hit my armor belt. Now, this guy seems to have a tendency to slow down a little bit when something shoots. I knew he was going to turn out, but I still aimed a little bit forward just in case he decided to speed up, and boom. There's another Citadel on that poor Des Moines, and he is now gone. Now, I'm hoping for the Kreml to cut back in and not follow me up this line. What I'm trying to do, like I said, stop the Thunderer, but most Yamato players are going to stop and reverse. He probably doesn't want to make a full cut and go broadside in front of these guys. Sometimes you just have to do it and pray for the best, but he's stuck between two islands. They are focusing poor Oni down an awful lot. But what I'm trying to do is sneak up this island to get their broadsides. Now, the guys at sea are pretty much unopposed. They got it for free. They're down one destroyer. The last DD's on this side, and he's extremely low health. But for whatever reason, the Kurfürst decided to turn out, probably due to Smolensk farming him. I'm trying to turn to get all my guns to bear on the Thunderer. I'm going to take a crack in on him, just kind of hoping to get some more Citadels on this guy, but he is turning in. So these are going to land a little high, but I still managed to do 21,000. Now, it's at this point where I see that the Kreml is following me. The Thunderer is making the turn. Sometimes, guys, you just have to make the turn, and you gotta hope the guy doesn't delete you. I see a Smolensk, and like he's not in smoke. I'm gonna try to deal with him as something, the Montana kills our Kurfürst, but you know what? It's long range. Long-ish range for the Smolensk. I'm slowing down to try to avoid Conqueror, Thunderer shots, and they all just whiffed right by me. I should have shot at the Thunderer instead. It's at this point where I should have noticed the Kreml isn't going to cut back in to make it a 2v2 fight. He's going to make it a 2v1 fight. Those guys are going to have both their guns looking for both of us coming this way, and somebody's going to have to make the brave play of coming up broadside. And this is where I tell Oni, you know, I really wish the Kreml would have cut in, because, you know what, now there's no cross, you know, like, now they can punish both of us. You know, like, somebody's going to have to make the cut out. There's nobody to keep the Yamato broadside. To me, of course, somebody's screaming, oh my god, we're going up. The one line, but I mean, 118k, one ship sank, and, you know, here's a broadside Yamato, and I'm just like, oh, please. There's 2 more Citadels, and a Kreml should be able to finish this guy off. So only got 5,000 health. I'm cutting back in, to try to get these shells to bounce. He manages to knock out my front turret. Kreml shots come in and they don't manage to kill him. He's burning, things are shooting, he's trying to heal through it. Well, he's not going to heal through my shells. I see the Conqueror, I'm like, okay, let me try to punish this guy, but he starts making us turn this way, and I'm really worried about the Thunderer. I'm not too worried about the fires. I mean, as you can see, you know what, with fire prevention, they're really only going to be able to set 2 more. If they get lucky, they'll get the 3rd one, but the fires aren't going to last that long, and they can always repair them. Now, I want to try to get rid of the Thunderer because, you know, he doesn't have a super heal, unlike the Conqueror. Unless I double Citadel him, the Conqueror can heal most of the damage back that I'm going to give to him. Thunderer is making a wise move of getting behind there, and then I noticed the Minotaur. Okay, well, Minotaur's a bigger threat to my daring, the bigger threat to me. Because I have to stay angled to the Conqueror. If the Conqueror captain knows what he's doing, he can switch to AP and punish me. If I stay bowing, it forces him to use his HE. Now, I'm hoping for the deletion here, but of course, you know what's going to happen. Overpens. 1 penetration. Now, I slow down because I'm like, you know what, who knows about torpedoes? I'm still detected. He could be sending them now. I don't know if the Deering's hydro's up. I didn't see anyone do that. And you know what? Now this hydro's up. So I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit safer potentially going forward. But I'm still spotted. The torpedoes have to be coming because he is now shooting. Of course, I'm going to shoot in the smoke. You know what, guys? We have to do it. Boom. There goes the Minotaur. Now, I know the Minotaur was right on the cusp of his torpedoes being able to hit me. So I hit the gas and I turn out. I should be able to put enough distance between me and these torpedoes while maintaining an angle to the Conqueror. It just seems that everything is going my way right now. But of course, the Conqueror is staying angled up. Might as well take a crack in on him because, well, he was really the only thing I could shoot, or it was a decent target. And I'm like, you know what, I'm starting to get way too low in my health. As I notice, the Kreml is just slowly moving on. Not trying to overtake.
Fire alarm.
You know what, guys? If your battleship and you see the lead guy starting to take some serious damage, getting low on health, try to overtake his position and become the bigger threat just to give that guy some relief. Keeping guns in the game, especially on your team, is good. Now you're getting down to the end of the game where, you know, points matter. Like me dying could, you know, switch it around. Now, I'm not going to shoot. I'm going to try to get some distance. But I'm like, crap, that Thunderer can see me. I'm like, okay, wow, I'm not detected. There's no reason for me to shoot. Let my heal take advantage. I've got my repair party just in case that guy set me on fire. I'm using my last heal. And here comes Slowboat.
Our victory is in sight.
Now, I do believe I noticed Notzer was in the game when somebody said he just DCP'd. Somebody calls out they were spotted. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to have to play the long-range game. Because I'm going to need to be able to dodge some shells, whether they're HE or not. But I'm going to really need to be able to go dark. And this is the disadvantage you have of running Legendary on this ship. You cannot put concealment on. I see the Thunderer, I'm like, I really want to get rid of him, but I'm like, you know what, it's a small lens, you know what, it's a cruiser. Cruisers are battleship's food. Now, I shot thinking that this guy was going to turn in just a little bit. I didn't think he'd go full broadside, and I'm like, these shots, they're bad, they're not going to do anything. And of course, bad shots always give you citadels and delete the cruiser. And it's at this point where I'm like, oh man, Notch was low enough, always showing me enough side, I can get a Kraken. And all I'm thinking, I want a Kraken, I want a Kraken. But sadly, too many people are focusing down. You know, if somebody sets a fire on them, that's it. There's no way for me to happen. Oh look, a fire. Might as well take the shots. But with that, guys, we're going to check out the post-battle results. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and you know what? Sometimes things just go your way. You know, 8 Citadels, a pretty good game for me. Maybe not the best positioning, but the enemy just, you know, they were making almost the same mistakes, and you know, they didn't punish us for our mistakes. Our mistakes were going up that one line. It usually never pays off, but for this occasion, it did. The enemy really never pushed C or tried for it, just gave our team an easy cap. And you know what, now they're caught in between a crossfire because they focused on B so hard. You got to pay attention to some stuff like that, guys. Now, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do appreciate all the support you guys do give me. Please remember to compliment good team play, good teamwork. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.